Mission Control, we have a belligerent dumbass here that won't cooperate. Yeah, I'm doing all I can. I'm gonna need you to send me in some backup. I don't know, it's acting sporadic and I don't even know what it is.
Can you imagine? Oh, man. There's your daily dose of meme. Take it or leave it. Jesus Christ. All right, so another Civil Talks podcast. I want to start off by talking about something. As you guys know, my car got hit at a car meet. We're not going to say what car meet. This was a month or two ago.
Anybody?
It was a month or two ago.
Anybody who has you on Instagram already knows.
No, but the situation just got resolved like yesterday.
Oh, really? I want to hear this shit.
So, Matt, if you want to go to the pictures I sent you, I changed the guy's name so that no one can harass him or anything like that. Because we're not going to do that.
You care too much about other people.
I put Brian Sample and it turned into BS on the top. I thought that was nice. Okay, so I was texting him. I texted him a few times. Like, more than the screenshot can show. Was not responding to me. At all. And there's more excuses above this. I wasn't going to... This would have been like a 30 screenshot thing. He was like... I asked him for money. He's like, oh, it's Mother's Day, bro. Can you wait? I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, treat your, I guess, girlfriend, wife, or whatever. And I was like, do what you got to do. So then I was being nice. I was being too nice. I was being too nice for too long about this. So then I just kind of like lost my shit a little bit.
Yeah, you waited...
This happened way before June 19th. This happened like...
Yeah.
May.
Yeah, you're more than patient.
Yeah.
So he's just ignoring you.
Yeah.
Like,
so my wheels, if you guys don't know, I have AG F431s. They're custom made, quoted at $8,000 for them. I didn't pay $8,000. I was not paying $8,000. I still paid a lot, but I didn't pay $8,000. I paid $4,000. So
it's impressive.
It's ridiculous. So whatever. Then he was making a turn. If you guys watch the video, you can watch it, whatever, do whatever you gotta do. I'm not gonna say what video it is because just do what you gotta do. So I'm parked. He tries to make a tight turn in a place where your car isn't supposed to go. He blames the event on it.
Which
whatever.
is retarded.
So he didn't make the turn. I was standing next to my car. He almost ran me over. He hit my car, pulled my wheel, messed up my control arm, which he denies, but it's 100% true because my wheels were perfectly straight because I got in alignment not that long before and ruined it. So pulled my wheel, curbed my wheel with his wheel. I don't know how he didn't crack my diffuser and my flare. Like, it sounded like something cracked. I couldn't find anything.
Something probably did crack when you take that flare off. It's probably...
And you have it on video?
Underneath there.
We have it, my reaction, because I was flipping out. Joe, that was a picture of me flipping out.
Yeah, the reaction doesn't really help you.
I know, because we just stopped recording. Dude, I was flipping.
His face of despair.
I walked away because I was like, I'm going to freak out. And whatever. He was like, oh, he gave me his license and everything. He was like, oh, I'm not going to BS you. Well, yeah, all right. So, whatever. I'm texting him. I'm like, and just excuse after excuse, whatever. So then the other day, I was like, I need to get this car done. I don't have time for this anymore. So I was like, what did you see? I was like, I'm going to take that as a no. And then the next day, I was like, all right, impressive. This is the game we're going to play. He's like, bro, I knew he was going to respond right after I said that. What are you talking about? I was like, I messaged you 10 times and got ignored every single time.
I never ignored you. As you see the dates and everything. That's why you gotta love texting.
I tried to meet you twice already, which is BS. Because he was like, oh, let's meet up. He's like, on Friday. I was like, dude, I work Fridays. It's not happening. Like, there's no way I'm coming out to Queens or wherever you live on a Friday night. Yeah, and nor do I want to meet up. No offense. The way he acts, I'm not meeting up with you.
You'll see what he's talking about.
I'm not saying that you're not trustworthy or anything, but I don't know you.
And just on top of that, you'll see in a few short moments about why he doesn't. I mean, if this was me personally, I wouldn't want to meet this. If I was going to meet this dude,
he's irrational because he'll go from like pissed to like he's being cool with me. So it's like I don't know. I'm playing like a weird juggle game with him.
Weird.
Where I'm trying to be.
You'll see.
Why didn't you just go straight through insurance? Like,
because the thing is, like, it's a 91 and it was my wheel. Like, if he fucked up the body or something,
you would have.
But it's like the wheel can be easily fixed, and everyone's like, Jodo's like, why didn't you go for a claim? Why didn't you do this? CJ was like, you should have went through insurance. Which, at this point, I should have fucking just called the cop right away and been like, he hit my fucking car. But So the next slide after whatever, I never ignored you. Blah blah blah. He's like, and you gave me a runaround. I said that I'll let you know because I can't meet up on weekend nights. I work weekends. Sorry.
You're running around.
Yeah. And then you hit me whenever you think is convenient for you and ask for money like I'm a drop life and pull money out of my ass.
I think that's stupid that he said that.
You hit my fucking car. I didn't ask for you to hit my car, so you inconvenienced me by hitting my car at a car beat. If you'd like to make a report and go that route, then by all means, at this point, I'll be honest, brother, I can care less about the rims, especially for the fact that I came outside and my car was slide swiped.
Well, I'm sorry, that's your problem.
I'm
buddy.
sorry, but this is what I said. You're gonna see later. Your issue from from now
Has nothing to do with today.
with me
yeah.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
You should have had that resolved. Like that is not my problem. And my rims, he was like, oh, I had rims like that. Blah blah blah. I was like, no, you didn't. The custom made and they're $8,000.
What the fuck?
They're more than my car, and they're worth more than your Acura TL.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm sorry,
TL, right?
but
he never had wheels.
you
like
didn't
that.
have
But
AGs.
you only wanted 175?
Huh?
You only wanted 175?
That's all I wanted. 175. That's it. For $8,000 wheels that you hit. So, like, I'm not bashing him, but it's just like, this is just aggravating.
No, fuck him, bash him.
All right, whatever. Dude, you've had this is what I said. Dude, you had 2 months to find $175. And I can scrap that together. I don't know what he does for a living. I genuinely don't know.
Suck dick.
I mean, if he'd be
Apparently.
making more than $175, so I was like, and I literally have kept texting you, and I get no response. I'm glad you don't care about you hitting my car, as did the other guy that sideswiped your car. I'm glad
That's what you get.
that your mistake is my problem now. And then he sent me a picture.
Yeah,
of him.
he's acting like you sideswiped this car.
Yeah, he's acting like his problem is like
Like, do you even know this guy?
Him.
Yeah, do you even know where this guy lives? Like,
I know where he lives, but then he was like
okay.
BSing me in text above that. Like this has been going on for a while. Like where he was like, "Oh, I could have just gave you a fake address. I probably don't even live there anymore. I probably haven't lived there in 6 months. I probably live in Jersey."
And that's a hit and run.
Blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah,
when I
blah.
go to the authorities. Like,
Yeah, and then he was like,
you have no leverage, guy. Like,
it's been going. I have his license plate, license, everything. Like it's been going on. This has been going on for like 2 months of just trying to get money. So then, that's the picture. I was like, he's like, I'm not trying to be rude, but just see this is where it's weird because sometimes he gets like rude and then sometimes he tries to be nice. So I don't know where he's trying to stand on this. So he's like, not trying to be rude, but just in my own little problems right now, where he's like, well, there goes my karma, so I'll go spend $1,500 on my quarter panel instead. I was like,
That
dude,
thing isn't even that fucked. It's just get a tail.
I was at work when I was texting him too. Like I was like annoyed.
Oh yeah, I
as
remember
hell.
you showed me this.
And I was like, I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but I'm getting dicked around. Like it sucks, but at the same time, that isn't a necessary fix at the moment. Your quarter panel, which isn't really that fucked up,
It's just that little thing that's
the
by
necessary
taillight.
fix on this at the moment is your $150 left taillight. That is it. Everything else can be fixed later.
You could probably get one off of eBay for like
Yeah,
90.
and he has a camera outside his house or something, so he's trying to look through the footage to see who hit him. So you're probably going to get an insurance claim, regardless. So, where was I? What was the fuck was I saying?
you want to read
Yeah.
from the top?
Yeah. So I was like, you can get a taillight and call it a day. It's $175. I was like, it's $175.
Read the bottom.
Oh no, wait, I'll get to that. No, this is hold on.
The bottom is great. I love it.
So I'm like, so if you can't pay for $175, how the fuck are you gonna pay for $1,500 in damage? Now because it's your car, now it
I like how
matters.
you're each calling each other bro, like you're about to, like you're fucking at the gym about to fucking hey
bro.
'Cause I was at work, I was like,
you
bro,
can
what the
squat
fuck?
more, like
I was like, an issue from 2 months ago should have been resolved. New issues don't negate that. If you, I'm hoping you knew what that meant.
I'm very proud of your vocabulary.
Like,
just
if
want
I
you to know
owe
that.
you money and I was like, sorry, bro, I have to pay for school in September, you would have came to my house and fucking shanked me. You'd be pissed. Like, me having to go do something, like, your mother, I let Mother's Day slide. I was like, fine. Whatever.
I have like I got a mom too. I understand.
Yeah, I was like, I'll be nice about that. And it's like, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not even that nice to even give a shit. This is where I'm like, I don't even know where he's standing on this issue at this moment. So I'm glad that you hit my car and now you don't give a shit. Doesn't fucking make sense. I was like, LOL, sick. Because I was just getting annoyed at this point. And he's like, just entertaining it because I know it was a fuck up and not only mine, but the event.
How's it the event's fault?
You shouldn't have driven down there in the first place. You clearly just didn't have enough room.
So what's your consensus?
Yeah, and he's like, and I reflect the event, so yeah, it does have to be taken care of. I mean, I guess he's part of clean culture, which 99,000 people are. You just put clean culture in your fucking Instagram tag.
I think he
and there
saw
you
you
go.
using words like negate and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, I reflect on the event."
I don't.
I
even
took
know.
English in
He has to
school.
be part of clean culture. Is the only thing. And I was like, so what's your consensus? What's you mean? Right there, I was like, all right.
He showed me that at work, and I was
Right
like,
there,
well,
I was like,
then.
all right. So he probably didn't know what negate meant or anything else. So he's just hoping. I was like, so I had to like bring it down. I was like, so what's your overall plan with this? It's been so long with this shit. I'll be honest. I'm willing to give you 100 for it, nothing more. I was like, at this point, I was done. I was like, PayPal me. Which I told him to PayPal me 3 times already, but he just wants to meet. I'm not meeting up with you. I'm sorry. Just send me the fucking money. I'm not gonna drive out an hour, spend $20 on gas for you to give me 100. Suck my ass and wait. You're late. So
open the door. I don't
And
want
you didn't bring fucking
yes.
food.
So fucking wait. He's like, download Zelle or Cash App. I was like, I have Cash App. Next thing I get fucking I say I like the note attached because he sent me money and said, now leave me alone, LOL. So now he's being nice again. So I'm like, I don't know where this guy stands on this fucking
let him
issue.
in because he might go knocking on other doors for all I know. Like, what's up?
Oh, sun chips?
Where are my fucking chips? Where's my Chex Mix?
And he said, of course not. I would have said go fuck yourself, but I'm not that dude. You kind of told me to do that like 3 times. So it's like, but in different words. So that's why I was like, I really don't know the fuck this guy's talking about. We want him back?
Nothing like chewing into the mic.
I mean, if you wanna hear all
I
this,
don't care.
Chex Mix ASMR for whoever's going to comment it next. Every time when someone chews or something, we get ASMR. We get the Rice Krispie ASMR from the last one. We get Gabe records my camera. He breathes, so I feel like he holds the camera right here. Yeah, and
it's like
he starts breathing like in the mic. The mic's on top. It's 3 little holes on top of the camera. He's like, and everyone's like, "Yo, Gabe's breathing mad heavy." I'm like, "Dude, at least you didn't have to edit it and watch it 5 times."
he's
Like,
congested.
That just reminds me of ASMR and how just bullshit that whole. I mean, to each their own, but like,
It makes you fucking money though.
you think we won't make a channel right now?
you don't think I'll do that shit right now?
I won't.
We'll name it Antoine Passarelli.
God,
Passarelli.
Passarelli.
I don't know what it is, but this asshole calls me Passarelli
It's fucking
instead of
funny.
my actual last name, and I don't know why.
Passarelli.
Antoine Passarelli.
I want
you
to
wanna
talk
go back
about
to the
H2O. No, fuck this.
It's done.
You know that
We're
in
done.
the 4 years that I've been, like, I wouldn't even say building a car because I had, like, the Dart, which that was not going to H2O. But, like, the 3 years I had the Charger, I never went to H2O. I don't know why.
Because
Like,
you're,
a herb. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, with this fucking texting thing, just finish your fucking issues right away. If you're gonna fuck up, man up and just fix it.
Yeah, Brian.
Like, you think
Yeah, Brian, you fucking asshole.
Brian Sample, you fucking BSer? I don't know. At the end of the day, just don't be a dick. That's it.
Oh wait, so you didn't finish it though. So he sent the money.
Yeah, he sent me the $100, and then I was like, "Good luck with the side swipe."
Never again.
Whatever.
Even though you won a 175.
I wouldn't have said that shit.
Yeah, I'll take the 100. Because I'm not gonna get anything else. It's either getting the 100 or I'm not gonna get anything from him.
She just went through insurance and really fucked them.
I don't want.
The second he started giving you problems, just be like, all right,
I don't know.
have fun with those points on your license. Like,
Such a pain in the ass situation.
Yeah, I remember when my fucking the taillight on my Kia got hit,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, just send me the money. He wasn't dicking me around like this as much, but he just was taking like forever to do it.
Of course.
And he
It's not
sent
his
and he
issue.
sent me because originally he was gonna go. He was like, oh, I'm gonna go look for it. Da 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 da. And he was like, oh, it takes a while for the place to get it in stock. I went on eBay, found one not brand new. It was like used, obviously, but it looked brand new. OEM, $100.
What he meant was he needs money in his bank account, and that's taking a while. And you're
And I
like,
was
nope.
and I was like, dude, just send me $100 and I'll buy it. Because originally he was
You
like,
should
oh,
have
I'll look
insurance
for
with
it.
that and been like,
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm going through insurance now.
Did you know I found out from, obviously I work at State Farm now. If you get rear-ended, not only do you not need to call a cop, all you have to do is just ask for their insurance information, and if they deny you it, then like you can get like a shit ton of money from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you ever get hit,
Nice.
and if you ever get into an accident where like someone's not hurt, you don't need to call a cop. Unless like the damage is really bad, then yes, get a police report. But you don't need to. If it's like if they rear end you, why are you calling the cops? Just give me your insurance information. Call it a day.
I mean, that's probably a perfect example of what happened to my car. I don't know if you remember the picture I sent. Literally, when he hit me, it just dented my tailgate a little bit, like just the tiniest bit by where it meets the taillight, and the taillight got fucked.
Yeah, at that point you could have just been like, either he could have just paid you cash to get a new taillight and forget the bumper. Who cares about that? Or just if you want to do it through insurance, legally you could have just been like, we don't need the cops. Just give me your insurance information. You guys exchange insurance cards. Call it a day.
I don't got to give him my insurance. Give me your insurance, nigga.
Yeah, basically.
Fuck that.
when I had the Versa, I got rear-ended, and my trunk wouldn't open after that, and it pushed it in like
The value went up after that.
yeah, and that car is fucking hard.
Whatever
That was
veteran,
easily the worst
veteran
car
that
ever
has it
produced.
now has got a sweet deal.
Sweet they got a recall on it. I just got in the mail the other day.
Nice.
But I mean they're kind of late. But freaking, I got rear-ended, and I was going to body shops trying to like see how much money I could get, and they're quoting me like $2,000 or something like that. I was like, that's definitely not worth it,
You can buy a brand new
because all
Versa with that.
all the shit underneath got pushed in. So I was like,
shit.
just give me $400, and then 2 weeks later I donated the car. Whatever, not a big issue. But H2O, you said it's 100% in Atlantic City.
I'm almost 1,000% sure that it's now going to be in Atlantic City after
It is.
this past
They-
year's
they-
wonderful H2O.
Remember when he
experience.
fucking I forgot when. I think it was yesterday or the date. No, it was yesterday when we were at his house. You were like, oh,
Yeah, a bunch of people.
the
were like,
actual event like announced it. The people who
Yeah,
host the
yeah.
event
So whoever's
announced it themselves.
hosting H2O, I don't remember like which group really takes care of it. They did announce that it's going to be in
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City. Now, I go to Atlantic City every year at the end of October for Import Expo, and it's a phenomenal show. If you guys haven't been to phenomenal. If you guys haven't
wouldn't
been
say
to
I'm
it,
loving the
phenomenal. I would
vocabulary.
say
okay,
it's
first off,
decent.
it was your first show, like,
And I
like
wanted to
indoor show.
shoot myself.
Because if you're not used to going to indoor shows, you're not used to being
where
there all day.
everybody's playing music at the same time.
Yeah,
inside
it
a
doesn't matter.
Coliseum.
The cars are really nice. You see a lot of unique builds, whatever.
And then you're there for 10 hours.
Yeah, and you're there for 10 hours. But if you've ever been to an indoor show or any show really, like Cars and Coasters, like you're there all day. The only thing, instead of sitting inside all day, you can go on the roller coasters at Six Flags. It's no big deal. But
That's
yeah, it's gonna.
different. That's
I
Six
don't
Flags.
know how it's gonna be at Atlantic City. Like I said, I go every year. I'm almost positive that town has has a curfew, because there's times I go, "What are you doing, Adrian? What are you doing?"
You'll
Boyle.
see. Continue.
Okay. I just feel like every time like me and my friends go there for, the Import Expo show, we stay for a couple of days. Obviously we do things around, the town, but like once it's like 9:30, it's dead silent outside. All the lights are off.
There's a lot of cops there.
There's a
too.
lot of cops in Atlantic City. Now,
There's fucking crackheads everywhere.
you're right. Like I said, I'm almost positive they have
A
a
lot.
curfew. Like after like 9:30, if you're not at like one of the resorts or the hotel or the casinos, it's a ghost town. And like even like when Import
That's
Expo was going
sketchy.
on, like people like kept covers on their cars, like they parked it where like no one would find it, because like it's a really sketchy area. It's really not like an area where you can just go and cruise up and down. And Atlantic City is not really that big either. There's parts
Yeah.
of Atlantic City, like I can go way across Atlantic City. It takes me 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like you could drive to and back from like each end.
each
pretty
end.
quick.
So I know they said that
20
there's
blocks at H2O, it's 15 minutes because of dead stop traffic.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like they also said like one of the hotels or casinos was gonna host the main venue of H2O. So was there ever a main venue at H2O? I thought it was always
There's
just
a grass field, right?
no
the actual show.
I have no idea where it's,
Yeah, I
where
don't
it's
know
supposed to be,
either.
because when I'm in Atlantic City, like there's no real space for anything other than like when you go into like the town where like the shopping center, there's like a big, roundabout, but that in itself is crazy because people are I guarantee you someone's going to go there and full send it around there. But like it's still cluttered. There's a lot of traffic there. It's a touristy area. People go there to, spend their life savings and lose it all. So me.
Sounds like somebody else, but
but I don't know. I mean, it'll be cool to see it somewhere closer, but
What's the date?
I didn't see a date. I did not see a
We're
date.
looking this up.
We'll look it up.
I don't know.
I just
All I
feel
know
like
is-
if they were worried about cops in Ocean City,
You best be worried
y'all
about
best
it now.
prepared for your cars getting impounded before you even get into Atlantic City.
Type in H2OI with an I right at the end, and then type in 2018. Click,
There you
fuck
go.
it. Even though this is probably really outdated.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
I
I'm
don't know.
thinking.
I'm looking for a date. No, September 23rd.
Yeah.
Oh, that is it.
That's for online registrations.
okay.
It's actually 22nd. That's actually what it says if you read it.
20
September 22nd.
September 23rd and
Thirded.
what the fuck?
Yeah, there's no year, no nothing.
Click on info. Oh, I guess we are on show car info, I guess.
Yeah.
Countdown? Countdown. There you go. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, this is definitely from last year.
It's a sick countdown. Yeah, I told you it's probably outdated.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, here it
Boom.
is.
Wow, I guess they did announce it a while ago.
This is where I
Wow, you see
read-
the top left picture? I was standing in that group.
Nice.
Was that at Ocean City?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was this past year.
Remember like the minivan
Yeah.
bombs and everything?
Mhm,
You know what's
yeah, I
crazy?
remember.
A state trooper drove straight through this. Literally straight through this, didn't break it up.
What were you guys doing? Just like
It was just burnouts.
burnouts, revving?
Burnouts. Just a
Oh.
line of burnouts. And the cop drove through. Nothing. I was like, what the? I was like, clearly you either have something better to do or you're off. Like
He was
you-
driving around. He was just like,
So yeah, this is another thing. If,
smelling the
maybe
rubbish.
if like people
Smell
that
that.
are watching this don't know what H2OI really is, it is a really massive car show that goes on every
in
year. but
essence, it's a
it's-
Euro meet
yeah.
for European
Okay,
cars
we're
and
gonna
stuff
get
like
to
that.
that.
We're not
folks.
gonna wait. Hold on. Before we get to that though, by no means was this ever allowed in Ocean City. They kind of just tolerated some of it, but there was never like, oh, this hotel wants us here or this food place wants us here. Like here on Long Island, like Burger City to an extent likes us being there because they get a crap ton of business. That doesn't mean the cops like us being there, but people, they're not going to kick us out because Burger City's making something off it. They don't mind us being there. Nowhere in Atlantic City was this ever, not Atlantic City, I'm sorry, Ocean City.
kind of like condoned.
Yeah, they were like, you guys can be here. We're going to give you all tickets or impound your cars.
It says that actually in the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting to. It's like, to be fair, it's important to note that H2I event was never sanctioned by the town of Ocean City. So
It was always outside of Ocean
yeah,
City.
it was always
but
like
people would
just barely
stay.
outside. Even so, the cops still hated everyone that went. They're saying this year the reason why they're doing the main reason for the relocation, which we all know, is because if we go to Ocean City again, it's going to be a lot worse than last year. But they're saying that there's supposed to be an actual main event spot in Atlantic City. So there will be a spot where people can go and just sit with all their cars and cops aren't going to bother you. Just don't do anything stupid. Like, obviously everyone going to H2O isn't going to watch this video, but like, if you don't go and do burnouts and two-step at every corner, the cops probably won't give a shit about us.
Where? Atlantic City?
Anywhere you go.
No, because if you have fucking 6 degrees of camber and
Well,
you're on the
yeah.
ground, your ass is getting impounded.
Well, you're right, but...
Zach got pulled over 8 times because of his camber.
Well, you also got to realize, too, a lot of cops aren't going to go out of their way to stop you for that. But
yes,
but
they are.
in Ocean City, after being there for years and years and years,
Well, yeah,
of
but
people
they also
going,
have laws against like
you're
lower
right.
suspension.
But even
and-
here, like, how often do you see a cop pull someone over for
no,
having?
they
a
would
shit
never
ton
do
of-
that over here.
Exactly, because we're not
Gay.
doing it.
We're not gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but still
Demonetized.
demonetized.
You know what's crazy? You know the last podcast? If you guys didn't watch that, fuck you. The last podcast did not get demonetized.
I didn't even watch
That's
it.
impressive.
Dude.
That's very
Well,
impressive.
we were talking about
You were talking
and-
about some sketchy shit.
what was coming. Normally,
They demonetize stuff based on content now?
where they either demonetize it or they give you like a yellow fucking symbol, which means that you're getting less.
money.
It's going out to less people and it's a less advertisement on it.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Damn.
basically, we make no money.
So, but dude, that got
Like and share
monetized.
this video.
But that was crazy.
We'll give you V-Bucks.
For more V-Bucks.
If you guys please hit that like button, get this 300 likes. We'll give
And
you guys
that goddamn
200
bell
V-Bucks.
icon.
Allie. All right. I don't even see. Here's the issue. If this is going on the last week of September, first week of October, it's gonna split everyone. So,
Why? For what reason?
because it's gonna be like 80% of people are gonna go to Ocean City, and 20% of people are gonna go to.
I feel
Atlantic
like
City.
everybody who goes to H2O for the actual show
Is gonna
event
go
is
to-
obviously going to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
But all because I don't know.
Anyone that wants to go for the experience
So-
of H2O,
Yeah, I don't think-
100% going Ocean.
I
what's
don't
gonna
think you
happen?
read because at the top it said usually it was like usually the actual meet and stuff is actually like calm and stuff, but it's
Where?
it's the thousands of unregistered. I'm looking for it. I can't find it now. Right here. Go down fourth paragraph. That's the fifth one.
One,
The
two.
H2O
Actually, no. Yeah, that actually is it. Actually,
We'll read from the first paragraph down.
it starts at the one above it though.
yeah, I'm saying reading from the fourth to the fifth paragraph.
The official H2OI event at Fort Whaley was well organized, generally calm and peaceful, and included the Volkswagen and Audi enthusiast family that registered and participated in the sanctioned event. However, like many of the special events, it was the thousands of non-registered participants who came to the resort during that weekend with all manner of tricked out and modified vehicles that did not register for H2OI that caused most of the problems in Ocean City.
See, I'm gonna.
There's your split right there.
It's not even, to me. It's not even that. I'm sure there are people that do go for the actual event who realistically registered for H2OI, who just didn't go for the experience.
So we're gonna
Everybody
lose
goes for
6
the
Audis
experience.
at H2.
Yeah. Whoa, relax.
Oh yeah,
You
you're
can
an
go
Audi kid
now.
Yeah, right.
With your little...
No, but I've never seen like all the videos that people post, all the pictures that people take.
It's
like,
not really
like
at
think
the
about it.
event.
Mustang Kyle, he got famous last year from
Yeah.
H2O.
Mhm.
Did he register to go? No.
Well, I
He
mean,
also drove his car once.
You're right. It doesn't matter though.
he drives the shit out of it now.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
he's
not in Ocean City.
he's also sponsored as fuck. So anything that gets broken gets immediately replaced.
Must be nice.
Yeah, right. Unlike Adrian's car. No, I just feel like I would, if I was hosting this event, which I guess technically, as they're saying, they don't host anything that happens outside of the main venue, which I personally believe is bullshit. I think everyone takes part of everything that goes on, whether they are a bystander taking a video or like Matt, who was just sitting in a chair and got arrested for whatever reason.
Really?
Yeah, you know about that?
He
So
was sitting on the side of the car. He was actually walking around with a fucking plastic chair around him, so they thought he was fucking probably
Yeah.
intoxicated, walking around the street. Like, sorry, it was
I mean,
stupid that they
it
even
was
did
stupid that
that.
they arrested him.
But you had a chair around your body in the middle of the
Realistic,
street.
yeah. Still, it doesn't. It's because he was moving from one side of the street to the other. He was literally crossing the street. He was sitting on one side, was going to the other
Did
side.
someone say jaywalking?
You know the white plastic chairs?
Yeah. So
He had
in
that
order to
around
not
his
lose the
body.
chair, he put it around him instead of carrying it.
I think I have the video.
Yeah,
No,
and
we're
there-
not going to search for it.
It doesn't.
but
Yeah,
I
it
have
doesn't
the video
matter.
of it.
But I'm just saying, like, whether you're just a person sitting on the side of the road taking videos of burnouts, or the person doing the burnout, technically you're both at fault for doing something wrong at the event. But that doesn't. People, I feel like realistically, no one goes to register for H2O and sit in a parking lot. Like, yes, there are some people's builds that they drive it there or even trailer it there and then don't move the car. It will sit in one spot, like in a hot area, so people can see it. But most people just drive around for the exposure. If they're going to do that in Atlantic City, you're going to be waiting in traffic for like 3 hours to get from one end of Atlantic City to like it's a small area. It's a really small area, especially if like what's like the hottest area in Ocean City, like where were people doing like the most shit?
If you want to really always see shit going down, you got to go right next to was it Anthony's Liquor or whatever, right next to the Hilton, where Burger King. I forgot. I think it was 33rd, where where the side
33rd,
streets branch off onto the main strip. That's where we stayed. Was right there. So every time you went outside, it was just shit show.
Yeah.
That's
So,
like that group right there is half a block from our hotel. Our hotel's right there on the top right.
That's
just
funny.
fucking
Insane.
yeah.
But I feel like in Atlantic City, there's not room for that. The streets
There
are
isn't.
really small. They're pretty much all
Isn't it
one,
2-lane roads?
Yeah, they're pretty
on
much
each
all
side?
2-lane roads unless you're in like the heart of Atlantic City, and then there's like that one 4-lane like roundabout
In the outlets.
in the outlets, and there's gonna be a shit ton of people there shopping
All the
like,
time.
all the time, every single day. And then yes, during the day, there's gonna be a shit ton of people there. At night, no one's gonna be there, but there are going to be cops at every single corner, and it's not because there's gonna be people there for H2OI, it's because that's that town.
H2O is a pretty like Ocean. Well, not H2O. Ocean City is a kind of like simple city streetwise.
Here, ready?
So it's very easy for cops to just post up and they
Matt,
can see everything.
Can you pull up Ocean City like on a map, just so you guys show you guys the scale? Like we drove bottom to top of Ocean City. It took us a decent amount of time. It's a lot of area. Like it doesn't look that big when you're just looking at it. See the? I mean, if you could zoom in, whatever. I'll let you figure it out.
There you go.
Okay, so zoom in a little bit. I'll tell you when. And just pull it down a little bit. Zoom out just one. Okay, so we came in that middle bridge, right, the top one, from what you can see, because there's another one way up. So we came in from there. We went down. And
Wait, you
then
guys came in where on Ocean
the
Gateway?
Isles of White.
Okay, Isles, okay.
Whatever.
You
So
came up
Ocean
top.
Gateway, that's the one that goes to Walmart.
Okay.
So from that middle bridge all the way down to the bottom is where all the shit's happening.
Yeah, that's a large amount of road to cover.
That's a lot. And
of
then
space.
but it doesn't stop there. There's still people still buy houses and are chilling another 40 blocks up. So this keeps going up, but it dies out. But if you really want to see Jolly Roger Amusement Park, I say I stayed like 3 blocks up from that. If you want to get fucking crazy, stay right that dead center. CJ was smart. I stayed right like where it was fucking
didn't CJ
packed.
stay at like what, like 100th Street or
He
something?
stayed like 50th or something.
50th, yeah.
I could be completely. That was a
I don't
roundabout number.
remember.
He was somewhere around there, and I'm not gonna give away the exact street, but he stayed around there, and then I was down 15 blocks. So I was dead center in the bullshit. He had some wiggle room to like drive and like leave. Dead center bullshit. Like it was, I don't know. Get that ASMR of that clanking. So I don't know. So there's a lot of fucking room. Like I know it doesn't look like it from this map, but like
It's a
even
lot
if you
bigger than
really
it looks.
zoomed in, it's just like look at the top left.
And I'm sure anybody.
It's all It's all hotels and houses and everything that you can rent.
Anybody who's watched the H2O videos know that it looks a lot bigger. Well, it actually is a lot bigger than it looks.
Yeah, no. In the videos, it looks way small. When we first arrived, we were like, "Holy shit!" Like if you really zoom in, like there's just a shit ton of streets like that. You got that side street, Belmore or Baltimore. That's the shit show street. That's on the side, and like that's where they were doing all the burnouts, and the cop just drove through it, like that. And then it ends on 33rd. So if you scroll right there, you see that bend right next to the Hilton.
Yeah.
That's where it turns right into the fucking strip, and everyone's chilling at McDonald's, and just it turns into a shit show.
Yeah.
Right there.
Now, if we zoom back out and you look at that huge, like you have hundreds and hundreds of like streets that you can drive up and down. Atlantic City is maybe.
Well, yeah, let's pull up Atlantic City.
Now pull up
now.
Atlantic
I
City.
feel like Atlantic City is kind of the same thing, just
it's not a. Strip.
I was waiting for Matt to just start pulling his way all the way up Atlantic City, man.
He got it.
Keep zooming in.
No, he did,
Keep
but he was.
zooming
I
in.
thought he was gonna.
Keep zooming in because none of that is Atlantic City. Keep zooming in.
it's to the right.
Yeah, now it's to the right. That
Right
small
there.
section. It doesn't. You got some people
looks
are gonna.
big.
Some people are gonna comment on the video. Oh, it looks a lot bigger.
Wait, well, zoom in a little more,
Yeah, zoom
'cause
in a
we're
little
like-
more. So from
Where's the?
where
The
it
convention
says
center.
Boardwalk Hall. Yeah, that's the convention center. Now Scroll a little
I
bit.
drove through. Okay,
No,
and
other
then
way,
and the
sorry.
outlets is right there. That's
Yeah,
the
right there,
roundabout
right
he's
there.
talking about.
Right where it says North Albany Avenue, past that basically isn't Atlantic City. So you're talking about from North Albany Avenue to like realistically like
To the convention
to
center.
the convention
Yeah,
center.
this area is pretty
empty.
sketchy.
Yeah, like you go over there, your car's getting fucked up. Guarantee you, your wheels are gone.
This is really nice though.
Yeah, like me and my friends stay at, we typically stay at the Tropicana, and we either walk or drive to like the convention center. But like, I'll walk to the convention center to our hotel, and like, people will say that's pretty far. No, that maybe took us like 15, 20 minutes, if that. To walk, to drive 5 minutes. That's it. So you're gonna take all of the cars and all of the nonsense from Ocean City
and bring it into
throw
that little.
that little section.
But the thing is, that's not even the main issue. The main issue is where everyone's staying. There's not that many
And if don't get
places
me wrong,
to stay here compared to Ocean City.
In Ocean City, you have Airbnbs, you have regular hotels and stuff.
lot of hotels.
These are
Houses to
resort
rent.
casinos. Like we stayed at, a couple of us stayed at the Tropicana, but some of us stayed at like the Wyndham Hotel. Like it's expensive. It's really expensive. Like how much did you guys pay for the house?
Well, we had a lot of people with us, so I think we spent maybe $100 each
That's pretty good.
That's good.
for 3 nights.
For 3 nights. For 3 nights there, you're gonna be
at a
close
nice
to $1,000
nice hotel.
in total.
I'm not gonna say which one, but a nice hotel.
Yeah, but you got to think too. In Ocean City, there's Airbnbs that people get. They split a house with like 12 people. It costs them
I want to do that. I want to
nothing.
get a house next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
but-
so do
that's
I.
what I wanna do.
I'm gonna go this year, but
Wait, by next year, do you mean this year or?
well, yeah, that's what I meant next time, which is in fucking like 3 months.
yeah.
yeah, I have 3 months to wrap, put my car on wheels, and lower it a little bit.
Last year I was like, you gotta take your Z to the H2O just the
Yeah.
way it is. Lambo
Sweet.
doors and everything.
But
I'll bring it down.
I just feel like if it really is gonna be in Atlantic City, I hope you guys are telling the truth about having a main location for this. I get that you guys, H2OI, you're probably not gonna watch this video. Start tagging them right now. Just if you guys are really doing this, I get that you guys are all about the Euros. You got to think though, that's not what your show is known for. Your show isn't known for the V-dubs and the Audis.
It was originally.
It was originally probably when you first
then it got
started up.
fucked up.
Now H2O is about the experience, not
Send
about
it.
Yeah, full send basically.
That's H2O in a nutshell. Send it.
Send it. So I really hope. I mean, maybe if you think about it, maybe this will cut down on how crazy it gets.
I think
If this is where they're gonna start putting it every year.
The main issue, besides me, because I did a stupid fucking burnout, I'll put that out there right now. I did some dumb shit. The main issue is everyone doing dumb shit. As in me. I'm done with I'm not doing next year I'm driving 2 times, I'm calling it a fucking day and my car's not moving again. Cause I learned my stupid fucking lesson. I had my fucking racer moment. It's just all the dumb shit that everyone's doing. It's the fucking doing a pull right in front of a fucking cop, or like the fucking burnouts, the backfires. Like the amount of balls you have to do that on the street.
Well, I mean,
No, I don't think you understand how many cops are driving around.
I gotta see it for myself.
There's no way you could go more than 10 seconds without seeing a cop.
in Atlantic City or Ocean City?
Ocean City
Ocean City
during
Yeah.
H2O. There's no way in hell, unless you're driving down a side street.
See now, what's even more crazy for me to think is, like I said, I go to Atlantic City every year. We go for an event that's one day, but even so, just the town itself doesn't care that there's a car show going on, unlike Ocean City.
'Cause
But
it's
you
a
still
convention.
see cops almost every other street because of where you're going. I'm not saying Atlantic City is a bad place. So if you guys live there and you're watching this video,
Yo,
his
Yeah.
import expo video when they were like on that like ramp before you made
The
the
crackheads?
turn.
Yeah.
And when you guys were up there looking around, it looked like you guys were in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Matt.
Can we bring up that video?
But no, like
go to my channel real
We're not
quick.
saying that it's a bad area. It's just a
It's
sketchy.
not a good
It's not a
area.
good area. So if you live there, I'm sorry. I love you. You guys have beautiful casinos.
I want you to guys know that what I'm going to show you, it's not 100% of everything we saw. There is literally zombies walking around. All right. Go to...
Is that a fucking Mr. T? E.T.? I just realized that.
I saw it. I was like, this is going.
The
in.
fuck?
Scroll down. Oh, look, the guy that hit my car. Keep going. Scroll. Where the fuck? It's further down. It's a while ago.
Why Miata shouldn't do burnouts.
And then you sold it. Did the guy watch that video? All right, you see
New Jersey Import Expo.
Right there, yeah.
Third one down.
Down one. Yeah,
All right.
there you go.
Damn, this is a little while back.
All right, you can make it big. Scroll. You could probably go. You could skip a little bit.
A kickstands. Oh, it's me. Don't look at me.
You don't change. You look exactly the same.
Yeah, he's not lying.
You're probably wearing the same fucking hat.
I am wearing the same fucking. I only have like.
Nah, you're too
3
far. You
hats.
go back.
Right there.
Oh, wait,
Maybe
wait.
a little before.
Oh, wait, a little bit. Wait, no.
That should be fine.
All right, so we pulled up to Atlantic, right?
Damn it.
Fucking I'm not even kidding when I say zombie apocalypse with people walking around like zombies. Zombie apocalypse. Dude, that thing was making so much noise that I was scraping the entire time.
Dude, Atlantic City.
In the parking lot right there, there was a lady throwing whole pieces of bread
I've
at
never been down
Seagulls.
in Atlantic City before.
I only came here once, but it was like I wasn't even enjoying it because it was like 10.
Man, the quality of
Dude,
this
there
video.
It wasn't
everywhere.
focusing.
Like
It was
when
only
I first
focused
came
on
out
Gabe.
here, I was like, oh, maybe they're just, they had a crazy night, and then just everywhere they're feeding birds over there.
Look at that dude standing right there. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Bree was
honey.
out.
She was knocked out.
You okay?
Fucking, there was one guy chasing his that guy. He kept going, come back. You hear him chasing
You
her.
thought I was kidding. I'm not kidding. They're everywhere right now.
I'm not. There's fucking crackheads everywhere in Atlantic City. It wasn't a joke. No one believes me. It's fucking everywhere.
They go there with all their money, then they lose it and they can't leave, so they become crackheads.
Oof.
That
Damn,
could
that
be
thing
you.
was mint.
That is gonna be me. Just
thing was
in
mint.
red. That thing is fucking fire. Oh, and then there's a.
My car shouldn't have made it in. It was ugly as fuck. Look at that. Look at that. I did the right amount of gas. Gabe had full tank. You're supposed to have a quarter tank when you go into these things. It's inside. Gabe full tank. I had 14% gas.
Wait, what's the point of that again?
So that if everything goes on fire, it doesn't fucking.
Realistically, doesn't matter how much gas you have in your car.
If
that
it's going on
convention-
fire.
If it spark, if
that
it
convention center lit on fire.
I'm driving my car out. You can suck my ass. I'm not losing it in there. Or I'm suing. I don't know which one.
So we're getting food.
I think at that point you gotta
We're
just
hungry. Ew,
seek
stop it.
damages and
Dude,
call it
I
a day.
knocked out in my car.
for like 3 hours.
3 hours.
And,
I don't have
and then we're gonna come back
reclinable
'cause we're still
seats.
sitting
You,
up for
I fell
another
asleep
2 hours.
halfway on the
Been here since
floor.
what, 7:30?
In I curled up in a ball on the floor, like
feeding
half
me.
on my
It's your
Recaro. Worst
Oh,
fucking
man.
positioning ever. Look at fucking Ghost Town.
Minty.
Yes, look.
Besides the cars, and then yo,
Was that a cop?
no, that was like a fucking like
What?
transvestite.
Isn't this is where I met up with you guys
I mean,
around
it's
right this
Halloween.
time?
Probably just woke up and had a bad night.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
See, Gabe,
There's a cop outside. I should be like, yo.
Damn.
Gabe was staring her down.
Oh, fuck.
He woke me up.
He's about to.
I want to say something right now. I'm gonna say it, but no, she already know. Right here, right here, he pokes his head in his car and he's like, "Can I tell it? Can I tell the story?"
$10.
I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. All right, you can stop this. He pokes his head in my car. This is right after. Right after his Charger got impounded.
Nice.
And he's like, she doesn't know it got impounded. Just tell her it broke down. I was
Nice.
like, and then Nick spoiled
damn.
it anyway, right in front of everyone, like a dumbass. Good old.
Good old Nick. Oh God, can we stop? No. Can we stop that? Thank you.
It really bothered him. Like,
I can't stand that noise. It's fucking disgusting. On that note, let us know where you guys are going. Are you going to Atlantic
Ocean
City?
City. Don't be a fucking
Are you going to
scrub.
Ocean City?
Don't be
Are
a
we going to get
crackhead.
fucked down in Ocean City?
Absolutely.
If
than
honestly,
last year.
honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna bring my car.
You're not low.
You gotta think. You gotta think where Ocean City is regarding us as of last year.
They hate us.
They hate us.
They hate us.
Someone ran over a cop, and then
Wasn't there like a
came
fucking?
out.
Wasn't there?
someone
about to be,
ran
like-
over a cop.
Oh,
so okay,
yeah.
Wasn't there
all
about
right.
to
So
be like a
last
drug
year,
bust or some
last year it was like what 2 days
you want me
before
to tell
the
the
full
story?
event was over. There was 2 guys like
Selling dank.
selling drugs.
Selling.
And
Okay,
the
well, hold
co-
on. They were in the beer. They were behind Papa John's, right next to that fucking turn where everything goes down. Behind Papa John's, they had a fucking bag of weed with them. 2 cops were walking up on them. He fucking backed up and floored it right over the fucking. He didn't run the cop over, but the cop almost got hit.
They said they did. Like, he did hit
He
the
got
cop.
got pushed by the car.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, he got hit. Fucking, and then the cop shot at the car because he fucking tried to
Run
stop
away.
the cop.
Could've killed him.
Okay.
And when I say every single cop in Ocean City no longer gave a fuck about cars,
Oh yeah, dude.
Fucking
that
just-
was so
Wow.
crazy.
There's
okay.
videos of like literally like 20, 30 cops
People,
just
like,
flying by.
Imagine,
Crazy.
Matt, imagine people doing burnouts in the middle of an intersection and,
and a
cops
cop
just flying right by.
because they can't. This is now more important.
Yeah.
That
All they know is that there was gunfire and then a cop was hit. That's basically
That's all they hear.
That's basically
That's
all
all
they hear
that
in
was
the
going
radio.
on.
they pulled a helicopter out. They chased them like 20 blocks. One of them ran into the water to try and swim away. He swam a few blocks. He got caught.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now these
So-
two 18-year-olds are probably serving
Multiple years in jail for
being stupid.
yeah.
These car conventions go in, huh?
I mean, like they could have realistically taken the tickets and like given up their weed, but instead they tried to run over a cop and then fled.
Yeah, that's so
Sometimes
much
cops
worse.
would have just been like, "We're taking this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with all the shit going on, you guys really think you should?
and
be
you
doing this
probably
right
would have
now?
got a slap on the wrist. I mean, hey, well,
You just made it so much worse doing that.
Yeah, you ran from.
That's what I'm saying,
You ran from 8
so much
cops.
worse.
I'm not saying that's the reason why. H2OI is moving their location, but if you think about it,
that
if
could
you-
be a contributor.
it
Fucking
yeah,
contribution.
if those not that those people probably had nothing to do with the like what was going on in H2OI, the city's gonna look at that. They're gonna be like, oh, when all these car people come down here, they cause such a big, such a, like a huge problem. And what's crazy is that's not the only event that happens in Ocean City. There's also
Cruise Week is a shit show,
cruising
too.
week, but they're all older guys
And they're
in
supposed to be
muscle
there.
cars. They're allowed
cars.
to they're allowed to be there. That's an actual sanctioned event. They can do burnouts all they want. They can make all the noise they want because everyone knows during that week that's what you're gonna hear. When H2OI happens,
You should know by now.
you should know by now. No one fucking wants you there. No one.
I think it's funny. Imagine I don't know if anybody lives at Ocean City, but imagine being there.
during that time
During
frame. They're
H2O.
literally like weeks apart from each other too. Cruising
And,
week, I think is either before or after.
Could
I
you
don't remember.
imagine not knowing about H2O and one day you're just walking down the strip or something, you just see everybody coming.
Me and Jono were walking down the street, and he was like, Jono asked somebody, he's like, "What do you think about this?" He's like, "What do I think about this?" And he's like, "No, I'm kidding." And he's like, "Do whatever you want, just be safe." Some people like it. I know the business that there was one burger spot across the street, and to the left it was owned by some Asian lady or something. Make a fucking bank, making a fucking bank. It was a wait, and then while we were in H2O, some random guy online, Kyle said some dumb really stupid gay shit, and the guy was like, the fuck, he heard it, and, and then he sat with us while he's waiting for his food. Coolest, I don't know who this guy was. If you ever managed to watch this, let me know. But we were talking to him for an hour. That was one of the cooler things of H2O. Was just a random dude. I think he owned some Volkswagen too, some old truck that he didn't bring. But he's coolest guy. He was just sitting with us talking
I feel like this year we don't need another burnout.
I'm not doing another burnout.
Get out the car, please. I don't want that to happen to any of us. I want us to go
I
down
thought I
there.
was
I
dying.
can't do burnout, so
Ready? This is what I thought.
All-wheel drive, boys.
Car's getting impounded. I'm getting arrested. Bree's mom's gonna kill me. That's the three things. And right before that happened, my grandparents texted me, "Don't get arrested." As a joke, I got pulled out of my car. Fuck. Oh my god. I don't know. I literally did what I did where I did it to not get in trouble.
And it did the exact
Worst situation
opposite.
I could have got.
Did the exact opposite. Stupid. Whose idea was it for that location in that spot?
Crispy. And Zach.
That's
it probably wasn't a bad spot, but it's just.
But there was a guy
timing.
sitting there.
It was
and
bad timing.
It was bad timing.
Yeah,
We should have just did it on the side street, called it a day.
call it a day.
should have just
That was a big Bernie though. That
Doesn't
was
matter. You made it into Crispy's video.
I'm hoping I make it next year. Oh, no, we'll talk about this in the next podcast. We'll do a quick one after this. We're done. Ocean City, Atlantic City, suck my ass. I don't care. We're done.
Points to the black man. I don't care.